Hey guys, I'm Grestar, and how about we play Doki Doki Literature Club? So I just wanna point out this. I just started the game up for the first time ever, and this is the screen I get. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. So I suppose while it looks like a cute, happy, fun visual novel, there's apparently something else beneath the surface. But yes, I've received a few requests to play this, and I do need another game to fill this, time slot. So, here's Doki Doki Literature Club. So yes, now I know two things. Doki Doki is like heartbeat onomatopoeia kind of thing. Like the sound it makes. Doki Doki, kind of. Yeah, anyway. And, visual novel, stuff's involved. I guess we'll see from... I don't really know much else, so I guess we'll see from here. Go! Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. Oh. I have kind of both of those things. Okay. Wow. Now I'm concerned, I swear I just got fur in my mouth. Outlast and Amnesia, they didn't have all of these warnings. They had a warning, but not like this. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Now I'm just getting more and more nervous, for realsies. This game is not suitable for children or those easily disturbed. Why do you keep warning me? It looks so happy. Windows good. Skip. What? I don't. Neither. I guess. Yeah. Help. The help file is open in your browser. All right. I guess I'll look over that. To advance through the game, left-click or press the space or enter keys. When at menu, left-click to make a choice, or use the arrow keys to select a choice and enter to activate. So I'll probably just left-click the entire time. When playing a game, press the escape key to enter the game menu. The game menu gives the following choices: return, returns to the game; save, allows you to save, blah blah blah. I don't think there's much I need to know. It seems pretty self-explanatory. I'm not checking everything, but there we go. Okay. Fair enough then. There was that. I guess we'll just do a new game. Well, my name is Riz, obviously. And we'll see what happens with this experience. Hey! Click! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. The kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Okay, we used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Hey, look, it's Sayori! Span for breath, alright. Overslept again! Oh no! But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you, says me. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Riz. I'm sorry. I guess in this incarnation, I'm mean. I mean, not that I'm not mean now, but maybe I'm meaner in this? Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. No, well, that's not true. Whatever you say, Sayori. Or I guess it might be Sayori instead of Sayori. Sayori. Sayori, I'm gonna try to say that. Alright, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Riz, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What's a NEET? Exactly. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? I'm not good at Japanese names! Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. I see. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here! I'm not a new member, I just stopped for a cup. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you, says girl number 1. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere, says girl number 2. Oh, Riz, what a nice surprise, says girl number 3. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club, welcome to our club, welcome Squidward, welcome Squidward, welcome Squidward. All words escape me in this situation. Why, because I'm surrounded by cute girls? This club is full of oh yeah, that is why it's full of incredibly cute girls. Okay, fair enough. What are you looking at? I don't know. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Oh, so that's Natsuki. Okay. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, or comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet the both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, right? Or is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Riz. Monica smiles sweetly and strikes a pose, apparently. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Hey! Hey! Yeah, I mean, it's true, though. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Riz. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Okay. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? You could just make tea while in the classroom? Alright. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh, that's cute. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Or just hurry and take one, rather. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full, and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. But not for you, no, you, dummy. So tsundere, alright. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Ah, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Oh. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. There we go. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori really seemed happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. That's fair. That's honestly fair, yeah. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Or just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. They did make cupcakes after all. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Riz, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Okay, I have to take a break just to say that so far the character actually does relate to me pretty well. I was never really one to join clubs. I don't care for literature, but I do at least have the connection of enjoying... I mean, I'm actually, when I was in school, because I'm taking a break currently, I was an English major, but I just don't care for literature, you know? I like stories, like fantasy stories and things like that, even though I don't read much at all ever, just because I'm really bad at like focusing and sitting down and doing it when I could be on the computer instead, what? You know, things like that. And the grammatical aspect is fun. You know, but reading, I just don't really do that. Especially like the classics that everyone loves. It's just like, it's not my thing. Anyway, like the meanness about Sayori, I don't know. Honestly, maybe I guess internally I might feel that way if people were to act certain ways. So crap, maybe this character really does relate to me. I don't know. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Now, I guess the biggest part we differ so far is actually, yeah, the anime and manga. I really haven't read much of any manga. I mean, some, but not like consistently. I've never even finished a full series. And anime, while I've enjoyed a lot of the ones that I've watched, I just don't watch a lot. So anyway, I just thought I'd share. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking about after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Okay, you know, that I can get behind, See, whenever I hear literature, I think of the big old classics that, again, everyone seems to love, and I just don't understand, you know? Or not to say that I might not necessarily understand what's happening in the book, like the plot of it, but I just don't see the deeper meaning. Everyone's like, oh, the symbolism in this is magnificent, and I'm just like, it's boring. You know, that's... whatever. No offense to anyone who does enjoy that kind of thing. It just hasn't hit me the same way that it hits other people. So, anyway. Fantasy. I can get behind that a lot more. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Itchy, But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. That makes sense. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Is this foreshadowing? Is this like fourth wall foreshadowing? I don't even know. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. One time. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. But it wasn't a rock. It was a rock lobster. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems... Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Yeah, I mean, you really gotta trust people, you know? The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Yeah, no, that's fair. I can see that in a lot of places. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. There's so much talking here the whole game. This is the whole game. It's a visual novel, duh. I mean, I guess I should have expected that, but I was imagining voice acting to be provided. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Or I have an idea, everyone. There we go. Nat and Yuri go, what? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Riz? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. Oh, they all look so disappointed. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. They all broke up! I did it! I'm a hero! As some would say, yatta! One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Riz, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Okay, yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Riz, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Cool, alright. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. Sorry, again, with all this talking, I need to take a drink sometime, so... Yeah, the whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow close to one of these girls. Or closer. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright. Crack my knuckles. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, really? Poof. Kawaii. Kitty. Geez, some of these words. Embrace. Jeez. Melody. Music. Whisper. Adventure. Let's go with hop. Oh, I didn't realize I could tell who likes what, huh? Well, they're all hopping, so let's go vibrant. Oh, she liked vibrant, okay. Imagination. Fantasy. Jumpy. Marshmallow friends been peaceful. That means they want to calm. Let's put a marshmallow in the poem. Yeah. Game, Starscape, Heaven Sent, Color, Landscape, Death. Amazing. Jeez. Okay. Silly. Nightgown, Beauty, Spark. Also, why isn't Monica part of this? Why can't I impress her? No. I don't think Boop would be good for a poem though, so we'll go. I mean, you know what? Let's go Boop. Whatever. We're doing Boop. We're gonna fit that in somehow. Together. Sensation. Suicide! Get out of here! And we'll end with comfort. Oh, okay. I mean, and we'll end with a dream. With a dream. That's right. Cue outro, go!